So section 8.4 installment loans, monthly payment allocation. When you guys go get a loan, the banker or whoever you get this loan from can probably pull up a allocation of funds. So what that means is every single payment, they can tell you how much goes toward interest, how much goes toward the money that you borrowed, which also tells you the total interest that you will have to pay, as well as the total amount you'd have to pay. So we're going to look at one of those in a few minutes. We're also going to learn how to calculate the payment to interest, the payment to principal, and the new balance at that time. Here's your first one. Melinda and Xavier are buying a used pickup. They're borrowing $1,800 and they're making 6 payments. For these, every single payment is 1 month, so the fraction you'll use is 1/12. The other ones where it was exact and ordinary, what did you have to divide by? Exact interest, ordinary interest?
Exact is 265, ordinary is 360.
Okay, so if you didn't divide by those, that might be what you did wrong on the quiz. So exact is 365, ordinary 360. If you got big numbers, that's probably what you missed. So this one, we are doing monthly payments, so every single time part will be 1/12, 1 month out of 12. So look at the schedule on 316. And I'm going to go through just a couple of things about it. So it has 6 payments, so that's the item on the left. The monthly payment notice is the same amount throughout the whole entire 6 months, $307.08. When you look at the next column, does it get bigger or smaller for the interest? Gets smaller by just a little bit. And when you look at the amount to principal, does that get bigger or smaller? So those 2 columns are actually going to be going in a reverse order. When you get interest, they're going to charge you the most they can at the beginning, then they get smaller because you owe less money. When you're looking at the principal, that's the amount you borrowed. You want more money to go to that, so you're not paying as much interest. So it kind of makes sense. And the balance should be also going down. Okay, so let's just check to see that they are calculating right. So we're going to do payment number 1. So the initial principal is how much you borrowed? $1,800. The rate this time, 8%. They are making a 1-month payment. $12. So the monthly payment minus the interest would be how much goes to principal. So you're taking $307.08, that's the monthly payment, subtracting out that $12, $295.08, and then to get your balance, you're going to take the initial principal minus $295.08. $1,504.92. So those numbers match that table that you're looking at, and we're going to have to do some calculating for the rest. The only ones that are going to change now when we do the rest are these. Okay, it's not letting me change color. So our new principal is going to be this 1504. That one replaces those 2 that are underlined. So every single time you'll have kind of a new starting number that we're looking at. So let's grab a piece of paper. And actually, let me hand out these tables. So for number 1, in the book, page 317, they're looking for the interest for the second payment. So our new starting amount is $1,504.92. The interest again is the same, 8%, and 1 month out of 12. So we will multiply that out. $10.03. Show your work, please, on these. For number 2, how much goes to the principal? So our payments are the same every single month, $307.08. Subtract the interest that we just figured out. $297.05. And then the last one, we're trying to figure out what is our new balance. $1504.92. Subtract the answer we just found. So with every single payment that you do, these two numbers will be different. $1207.87. Now for this one, we can also check to see if that's what they got, and it was. If it was different, then we would know we got it wrong, because we're just looking at checking basically what they've done for the payments already. So your first 3 are done. I want you to show that work for each of them. Here's example 2, and this is the one that wasn't in the previous video. I'm going to put it in this time. Anton got a $6,000 loan for kitchen equipment, 8%, 36 months. Does it matter to us that it was 36? We didn't use the 36 payments anywhere. So don't let that don't let your brain think that you need to use every number. We're going to do one payment at a time. We do need 8%. We do need the $6,000 to start out. Monthly payment as well. I'm not going to worry about the 20th payment yet. The interest for the first payment is going to be $6,000 times 8% times 1/12. $40. Okay, then you see the second one. What's the interest for the 21st payment? Well, with that one, we wouldn't know how to do it unless they gave us the balance after the 20th payment, which they did. So our new starting balance is $2,849.08, which is given, times 8% times 1/12. So it's really the same question, starting with different balances. So 2849.08 times 8% divided by 12. $18.99. Now, why do you suppose those amounts are different? Interest on the first payment is $40. Interest on the 21st is just about $19. Why are those different? You owe more money at the beginning than you do now. So that is definitely something that should happen, and that's basically the answer to the question. So you owe less money than you did at the beginning. Principal owed is less. Or the amount you borrowed is now less money, or something like that.